rain on me, put your pain on me when you're feeling low. No, don't go, let me grab that wheel, let me steer you out of the storm. You've been dealing with a lot, I know. Put holes in the road,
I just want to be able to add to the archive of sounds, the archive of poetry that was started before me, you know?
Where the puddle lies, I'm just trying to get my feet wet. An apex, I'll see death, just new life and a new breath.
Thinking about the sonics of words and thinking about words as instruments and the voice as an instrument, and how poetry can be sort of embodied through the lens and realm of jazz, and thinking about how we can break rhythmic patterns and how we can break the pocket in order to transcend what is expected, transcend the impact that's expected of us as poets.
I woke myself up with a croaked in a voice proclaiming, I need that. I was speaking of the cape. If only I could wear its skin like my own and feel what it feels, and feel what it feels, and feel what it feels to be the sound of reverence and just rest, and just rest, and just rest. I had a dream, I went to see the roots, the atmosphere was electric. Questlove played an eternal break of undoubted flavor to call out Black Thought, who rushed the stage like a floating spirit, both hurrying and taking time in one. Tariq was draped down in a black silk cloak that covered the whole stage. That cape.
Feels complex to do that, you know. We can all share our emotions and we can all share our ideas, but to bare your soul, I feel like is an accumulation of both and something that's a little more ineffable, something that we can't quite describe. But whatever that is, whatever that feeling is, when it's translated to you, feels spiritual to me. And that same experience or that same dialogue is something that I feel very homely about whenever I'm like performing on stage.
I'm cracking the stigma, commit to this style, then pulling it down. Oh, what an enigma. Yeah. Oh, what an enigma. Oh, what an enigma.
So when curating the event at Millennium Gallery, I think for me the important thing was to think about which artists speak viscerally and beautifully to this topic of resonance. And there's so many artists that do, especially poets, because we've got this relationship with the spoken word. But some people stuck out in my mind very, very like blatantly, and these are all artists that I've met during my artistic journey, whether that's at shows that we've done together or whether that's me simply being a fan of their work. That's why I feel events like this are super important, because it means that Sheffield can see that art is being made in the city, that art is coming from elsewhere and existing in the city, that dialogue, that discourse is happening here in the city. Once we start realizing that, and once we start seeing that Sheffield isn't just Sheffield for Sheffield's sake, but can be a hub for you to experience artists from Berlin, from the States, from London, it opens you up as a creative and says, you know, well, maybe I can do this as a career, you know, as opposed to trying to get on the same festival and getting turned down every year in, year out. So, Sheffield's got a lot of talent, and I think there's a lot of space for growth. My name is Otis Mensah. This last song is called O-Chain.
And you, yeah, you, and you watch me while I sleep, and I've been watching you too, relaying poem to a dream, relaying a poem to a dream, relaying sleep to a dream, relaying a poem to a dream. Thank you so much.